I have spent hours working to prepare for this episode. All of these shulker boxes are absolutely filled to the brim with redstone pieces that are going to help me build this massive storage system. Some of the item sorting has already been finished, but what all that redstone stuff is going to be going towards are these super complex item sorters that are going to basically sort every single item in the game. The first thing I want to do is make the item sorters for the storage silos, which should be pretty easy because they're only sorting out a single item. And I was right, the storage silo sorters took no time at all to build. But now this is where things get really complicated. This is what took most of the time that I had to spend in between episodes. I had to collect basically every single item in the game and fill up every single slot in every single chest. It was a lot. Just to show you more of what I mean, this included every single glazed terracotta and color of glass, as well as every single stone bit from andesite walls to prismarine stairs. And now we have to build the system in the back that will sort all of those items into the correct chests. By the way, this is kind of funny. My AFK spot is right by a nether portal in a taiga forest, so all of these foxes have just joined in my nether highway and are just hanging out here. So this is a complex build with lots of items in lots of different areas, but I've been following Silent Whisper's designs for a lot of this series, and I'm trusting in what he does. This is turning out pretty well. Little did I know that was all about to change. That building process did not at all take the turn that I was expecting it to. It started off working just fine, and then when I got to the more complex redstone structure, it just became ridiculously complicated to be able to try and fit it in next to everything else. And now I'm really scared to test it because I don't know if this works yet. So to test this system, I'm going to grab a little bit of andesite, and then there's also some spaces in these other chests that items should be filling up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a bunch of items into here, the andesite as well as some other items. And that sets the whole system going. You can see there's tons of redstone stuff firing. It's kind of ridiculous. But we should see, hopefully, that's great to see, andesite going in there. There should be nothing going in there. We have prismarine and hopper that may have been in the system already. But what's crucial is we should see something going in here as well. And I'm not seeing it go in there. It's going into the other... Yeah, it's skipping this one. Okay, so it's definitely working mostly because it hit technically 3 of the 4 chests they were supposed to. But I'm definitely going to have to run some more timings because it looks like that chest right there is really not getting the items that it's supposed to. But thankfully, it's working for the most part, which is such a relief. If only it was working perfectly, but I gotta take what I've gotten. After running a whole bunch more tests with bunches of items, I think that the problem is way bigger than I originally thought. If you come up here, these 2 redstones, you can literally see the delay in where the chunk border is. And the video had said that the chunk border wouldn't matter. There were some comments saying that it would, and I just kind of prayed that it wouldn't, but that was a mistake. So I don't really have a plan for how I'm going to solve this, because I was thinking about moving it to the bottom where there's more space, but that doesn't solve the chunk border at all. So you can see that this one gets a little bit filled up, but there's still missing problems. Yep. Oh yeah, see, like that's not where that's supposed to go at all. All of those items are supposed to be in this chest right here. So I don't really have a plan, which is kind of disappointing, but I've worked on this so much I need to take a break, and I'll come back to it later. And so at this point, I think the best option is actually just to move on and try something different, which is really too bad because I really wanted this to be I was expecting a really cool storage system. The hope being you could throw any item into this sorter and it would get sorted across the entire system. And maybe with a bunch of adjustments, I would be able to make that work. But unfortunately, I just don't think I have the time for that right now. Um, and I kind of really don't have any ideas of workarounds. I have a couple things, but nothing that I'm really satisfied with. So unfortunately, I just think that this storage system is kind of going to have to be left at it as it is for a little bit, which is too bad, but that's what it's come to. To provide a little bit of hope, though, I do still want to take advantage of the parts of it that do work. So basically, anything that just sorts singular items, so these storage silos, as well as the items that I have a ton of, I think I do want to connect those to the storage system, just so that it's not completely out of use after all that work that we put in. And secondly, all items that go through the pipe come to this little system, which separate the items that would go to the normal storage system as well as items that are non-stackable. And I have a really cool idea for what we're going to do with the items that would come to this part of the system. Which, of course, the only way to sort non-stackable items is with an allay. So we're going to try and snag one or two of these guys from this pillager outpost. Oh, well, that's lovely. And then we can add them to our storage systems. Now we don't have to worry about the pillagers. So if I give you... Oh my goodness. Is that... Oh, yo, that's depth energy. No way. That's... Okay, Can I grab that? How do I get that from you? How do you have depth energy? That's what... Yeah. Do you guys know what this is? This is from the... There's that block that we found in the mountain, and to power it requires this weird item. Okay, stay with me because I still need you guys. But we definitely have to go use this on the block that we have back at base. Alright, let's go see what this does. That's crazy, I never expected to find this here. Ooh, we also got a goat horn. So I've never duplicated allays before, but I do know that we're going to need more than 3, so we're going to have to figure out how to do this. So I think you just simply give them an amethyst shard. Here y'all go. And then if we play some music, is it just that simple? Oh, they do be dancing. Are they going to duplicate, though? Oh my. They did. Well, that definitely worked. A little bit. I'll have to figure out how to make sure they do more and more, and that's not because... But we have 4 now, which is super cool. This is... They're so cool just having them flying around dancing. That looks awesome. But what I think is more important than the allay item sorter is using the gift that they gave us. So was it the last episode, I think, that we got this depth energy and we put it into the block. And so I'm assuming, since we have a couple empty sides, we'll be able to use the depth energy we just got and put it into this side of the block. So, well, let's give it a go. And that is pretty cool. It didn't do anything. Oh, no, hold on, it did. Oh, there's a second circle. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like each depth energy is making some sort of like flame particle that surrounds this block. I wonder what's going to happen when we put this third one in here and we have all 3. Well, for that to work, I'm going to need to find a third depth energy, and the other 2 I wasn't even looking for. So, okay, but that'll definitely be on my plan of things to do. I will definitely have to start looking into where depth energy might be. It's going to be tough, but I will definitely look into it. Until then, that's all that's going to be happening in this episode. I hope you guys are looking forward to the next episode. But until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I thank you all for watching. And I will see y'all later. Adios.